Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to see the topic of knowing our earth, but this is part 2. So today we are going to see knowing our earth topic, and but it is means what you call it is part 2. If you haven't already, please see that you are subscribed and notified. So and see this topic is very interesting. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, and if you haven't seen my last video of part 1 of this, please do it. Means please see it and like also this channel, or means this video and last video also. So let's start. Too much talking today. So see, first thing, today is part 2. Okay, this is the beautiful book. Okay, which I have took this topic. This is Trails 5 Social Studies course book from NextRise, and it has an app also, so you can check it on Play Store. I think so. It is also on Apple iOS. So let's start. This is the previous photo only. So today we are seeing globe. Okay. So globe. The enormous size of the earth makes it difficult to get a clear picture of it. Means the earth is so big that means we can't take the picture. So globes and maps are scaled down representations of the earth or its parts. Means they are the representations for the earth or its parts. Okay, these are the tools used to study and understand the earth easier. Means this globe is there now. It makes it easier to understand. Means it is easier to understand and study also. It means you don't want to go. It means if you don't want to go in space, or that means a space trip will cost you so much rupees. So per year it will be if you want to study about space, you have to go into the space. So that's not that is inappropriate. So that's why we have made these globes and maps. Okay. So various landmarks, then a globe of three-dimensional spherical model of the earth. Means globe is three-dimensional spherical model of the earth. Okay. Since it is a spherical, means what we call a circle-like thing, but see, like this. This is the spherical, means circle only, but our shape of earth. And then what are the and in the last video I said 75% of it is water. It is not 75%, it is 71%, and sorry, 73 or 71. Just a minute, I will tell you. See here, just a minute. What is the how much percent water present on earth? It is about 71% of the earth is made up of water and 29% of it consists of islands. Okay. Then it shows up shapes means it shows up shapes and locations of various land masses and water bodies on earth. Means this show the globe shows us that means what is where in our earth, but it is not exact earth. It means if you want to do like that, so you have to make a whole earth on earth. It means it will be a very large project. We have to do it in other planet, or we have to make our artificial earth in space, which is not possible in our today's date. Okay? So what are different colors you see on globe? I know it is blue, brown and green. I think so, yes. The colors such as green, brown, yellow and white represents the land masses. So they means represent land masses. The different shades of blue color represents water bodies. Water bodies means which have water in them, so that the bodies, bodies means what we call bodies means our not body means bodies means like water body means the water body's definition is like that. Sea, ocean means these are there now. They are called water bodies. It is a group, not a word. Means it is a word. So what I am saying. So just a minute. Yes, that turning we can see only one half of the globe at the time, but turning it around we can see the other half. Means we can see a full earth on a globe from one side only. The topmost means we have to rotate it. The topmost end of the globe is the North Pole. Just a minute, I will use a different color mark. North Pole. And the bottommost is called South Pole. Imagine a line connecting both. It is called axis, as you know. I know you are very intelligent. Imagine a line connecting both the poles passing through the middle of the globe. Similarly, the earth spins on an imaginary line which is called axis, as you know, you have studied in your what you call class. And two ends of which are poles. North Pole and South Pole. Now you will see that there are lines running from top to bottom. Means there are lines running from top to bottom. Imagine these are only imaginary lines drawn on the globe to help us specify a position of a point on the Earth's surface. Means if you have seen that coordinates, if you play Minecraft, you will know that coordinates. So that coordinates are there now. So it's same in our real Earth also. So we are going to study that only. now. I have not took that picture of my globe. Please subscribe, as means it will help me a lot. Means, I buy globe and all that for you only. So means by supporting me, I will feel good. So that's why please like and subscribe. Then activity: locate on globe the continent, the country, and the city of the or town where you live. Okay? So let's see now latitudes. Now I said now that those lines are called means horizontal lines are called latitudes and vertical lines are called longitudes. So latitudes or parallels are imaginary lines that run parallel to each other in circle around the around the earth from east to west. The longest line among them is equator. Let's see this. I will mark from yes. See, this is the equator. Okay, so that is the equator. Which lies midway between the poles. The equator is marked as 0° latitude. It is known as 0° latitude. Now what this happened? Yes. It is called 0° latitude. Since equator is the largest latitude, it is also known as the Great Circle. Don't remember this. Don't forget this. It is all equator. It comes in paper that equator is also known as. You should write Great Circle. The equator divides the earth into two equal halves. Okay, means the equator divides our earth in two different parts, which are northern hemisphere. Means top one is the northern hemisphere, or which where the north is there, and the southern hemisphere, which lies on the south of the equator. Okay, see this from here, the southern hemisphere. Just a minute, I will write here. Southern hemisphere, and this here, this is the northern hemisphere. Okay, what is this? Yes. So then latitudes are numbered from 0° at the equator to 90 degrees. Okay, north or south at the poles. The length of the latitude will keep decreasing as well move from the equator to poles. At the poles, it is just a point. Means there will be just a point. Let's now go to the longitudes. There is some cuts here and here. Longitudes are the imaginary lines running from North Pole to the South Pole. Now we have seen the horizontal. Let's see the vertical. Okay. just a minute. These are also known as meridians. These lines are also known as meridians. What? Meridians. Meridians. Unlike latitudes, which has the equator as the natural starting position, there is no natural starting position for longitude. Means like here, what this happened? I will rub this here. Okay. See, means from here they start and then come and here only end. But in the longitudes, they never end. Means there is no end for the longitude. You will spin in them only. There is no natural starting position for longitude. Therefore, a reference meridian has to be chosen. So, means the starting meridian from where it will be started, we have to choose it. So, the meridian passing through the Royal Observatory at Greenwich, London, means which is near London, has been adopted internationally as a prime meridian. Means it is approved by all the scientists and all them that this is the prime meridian, which or 0 point of the longitude. All the other longitudes lie to the east or the and west of the prime meridian. Longitudes or meridians are numbered from 0 degree to 180 degrees. Okay, east or west. Means in our latitudes it was from 0 to 90 only, but here it is double 0 to 180. How much is remaining? Now very short is remaining. So the half of the earth that is to the east of the prime meridian is known as eastern hemisphere. Another half which lies to the west is called as western hemisphere. The 180 degree line of the longitude is called the International Date Line or IDL, not IPL. So let's see now difference between latitudes and longitudes. So this is the end one, means end what we call end of the what we call this topic, differences between latitudes and longitudes. So let's see. These are the circles running, means latitudes I am reading now. These are the circles running parallel to the each other from the east to west. But longitudes, these are semicircles running from north pole to south pole. Then latitudes, these are numbered from 0 degree at the equator to 90 degree north or 90 degrees south at the poles. Then longitudes, these are numbered from 0 degree longitude at the Greenwich to 180 degree 180 degree at the International Date Line. Then then latitudes, equator divides the earth into northern and southern hemisphere. Then the longitudes, prime meridian divides the earth into eastern and western hemisphere. Okay, so let's see that fact files. There are 2 fact files. And see this if we mix both longitudes and latitudes, they form a grid which is known as coordinates. Okay. In Minecraft you will know. If you see Minecraft or play Minecraft, you will know. Fact 5. In 1884, the International Meridian Conference adopted the Greenwich Meridian as universal prime meridian or 0 point of the longitude. Means in 1884 it was said that this is the international means what we call international deadline prime meridian. So the second fact is that latitudes and longitude help us to define the location of an place on the earth. They cross each other at the right angles and forming a grid. This network is helpful in locating different places on a globe or a map. So this is the end of the topic. So thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe and share this video, and definitely buy this book if you find this book on Amazon or Flipkart. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Please like, subscribe and share, please.